So today we're at a lake that they call the Bankhead Lake. Here in Alabama, kind of close. It runs from Tuscaloosa to like northwest of Birmingham. This is a lake I've been to one time before. If you've been watching the channel for the past 2 months, I came out here maybe 2 months ago, caught one fish on a frog and lost it. But I want to come back because it looked like it had a lot of potential. One thing that always seems like it's a pattern with me is I'll go out to a new lake for the first time, won't have the greatest day, but then on that second trip, normally it's pretty good. So not predicting anything for today, but we got some fall weather. It might be kind of hard to find some fish, but when we find them, we should be able to catch them. And I have a feeling I might kind of know where like some good starting points are at, just because of the time spent out here previously and graphing around. Well, actually last time we were out here, our fish finder went out. So yeah, we got some ground to make up for, and the goal today is just to catch one fish at a new lake, big body of water. There's a couple boats that took off, and also there was a big, I don't know, like a big ferry. It looked like one of the things you put the cars on and it takes the cars across the river. So I kind of want to hang out a little bit, let that thing cross, because, you know, kayak, really big boat. Kayak and cruise ship probably don't mix too well. So I think we're good to go now. We got all our stuff in the water. Gonna throw the rods in the kayak, and I will talk to y'all on the boat. We got 6 bait casters ready to go today. We have 6 for top water, or 6. We have 2 for top water, a frog and like a walking bait, walker flop or whatever. Then we have 1 for crankbaits, 1 for jerk baits, then 2 just general purpose. And then also the crankbait combos can double as general purpose if it really boils down to that. So.
Larry catches the biggest bass.
There we go. Look at that one. All right, guys, we have made it out on the lake. We're doing a little bit of running, I guess you'd call it. Or I don't know if I call it running. We're doing some brisk walking to our first spot. I might go fish down this bank. There's a boat over here to our right, so they might already hit all this, but there's a pocket back in here I want to try. We're gonna tie on a frog. Could throw a frog over probably some of this stuff. I'm seeing some, those are definitely bigger fish. There might be stripe, might be bass, but definitely I've been passing over a whole bunch of bait. So hopefully this bank right here will be good. But we're in 30 foot of water, and what I have rigged up probably wouldn't reach any of these fish. I don't know, it might be worth a shot though. I might need to start somewhere and start making some casts. The goal for today, honestly, is just one solid fish. Like one 15-inch or higher fish I'll be happy with. Just to kind of have a starting point, you know, just to kind of say that I did it. But that's like that's the low risk goal, but the high risk goal is 5. I just want 5. We're gonna probably hang out here until about lunch, maybe 12, 1 o'clock. See what we can get done in that time. So that being said, I really should tie something on and start casting over here. We're gonna start off with the jerk bait. We still have a little bit of morning top water time, but I mean, I feel like this is probably highest shot of catching one early would probably be on this thing. And see, this is what's difficult for me is I see all the fish on the fish finder, but also too, like that grass over there looks good to just kind of cast a frog to, start off with the frog, see if they'll eat that. And if they don't want the frog, then casting like a walking bait and just kind of walking a jaywalker on the surface and seeing if we can get one to come up and eat like that. But one thing for sure, we're gonna eat something. And look, there's a couple birds in this little pocket over here, so that's definitely a good sign. So the first time I came out here, I spent a whole bunch of time in like, there's a big grass pocket over here to our right. Spent a whole bunch of time fooling around in that. Spent some time on the bridge on some fish that I have no clue what they were, but I mean, they were definitely, you know, bigger marks. If they were stripes, or if they were striped bass, probably could have caught them. They were large enough. In theory, should have been able to catch them, but wasn't able to. Hey, on my butt I go. nasty looking. All right. I like the back of this pocket. I really like this over here for a little walking bait. And I'll probably throw a jig in the very back. So. All right, we're gonna go back, fish for those fish that we just saw with the red footside confidence bait. Try to go ahead and get the first one on the board, and then we'll get creative. Hey, how y'all doing? Good. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's a 45-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much it.
New canoe?
Old Town.
Old Town.
Yeah, sir.
Autopilot.
It's my second time out here, so I'm still looking around, seeing what I can see.
I had a Jackson.
Good luck to y'all.
Good luck to you. You find a bench copy, all right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so original plan was this creek right here. But if you look on down, like we have all of this, which, I don't know how decent that'll be. I mean, that spot right there might be decent. It's kind of deep. But anyway, we have that. And then maybe like farther back in here, there might be some fish somewhere. I don't know. I'm still learning what I should be looking for. But also we have this little stretch right here just to get off the main lake, get out of the way of the boats, get out of the way of, you know, the bigger lake traffic. So if we skip this, we're gonna have probably a 30-minute ride up to the next spot. But once we get up there, it should be pretty productive for us. And then we have a lot of options. Right here, there's really not too much around, but this creek right here. So it is what it is. That might actually work out for the better. Hey, one had it. I didn't even feel him eat it. That's awful by me. Trying to get repositioned. And I lifted, he literally had it. I lifted him all the way up out of the water. Because there's a cable or something that runs underneath this dock. I guess it's like a boat lift. And I thought I was on the cable. Oh, look, I think he has it eaten. Hey, there's our first fish. Wasn't a very big one, but first one on the jig. In my defense, I was all out of position on that one. I literally lifted that fish all the way up out of the water because I mean, it felt like it was rubbing on something. Never put any weight behind it. There we go. Look at that one. Look at that one. First one? Oh, and he just popped off. Let's go, boy. That's the biggest fish I've caught in a while. Right there off the corner of that dock. It's so crazy because I was just thinking, literally just thinking. So in 2019, I didn't have my channel or anything like that. And I went to the Bassmaster Classic when it was on Gunnersville. I was doing photography for UAB. And like a lady that I worked with in the past now for bass, like I lied to her. I found her emailed her, told her I was a photographer for UAB. And we wanted to cover the event. She let me do it. And I got to ride with Bob Downey for a day. And like, I think I was supposed to be like, you know, like gotta do like the score tracking or whatever. And I didn't do it. I just took pictures and talked to him all day. Super cool guy. Whoa, look at that. That's a 4-pounder. But that's probably keep fishing. But he caught a fish, I'm pretty sure, off of a boat dock that looked just like that. And I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, it'd be pretty cool to catch one right here. All right, let's try again. 374. Boom, baby. First one. That's my biggest fish ever on a big lake also. Go ahead and let him go. We got a boat coming. Sweet. Thank you, fish. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Look. 374, boys. First one of the day. Gosh, let's go, let's go, let's go. I hope that's fish's blood and not my blood. We're quite a ways from the boat ramp if it is mine. But, hey, when the fish are biting, you do not leave. It's a lesson I found out from Mr. Edwin. 374. Man, that changes your whole energy. That's the one thing that I have learned about fishing. When it's slow, like, you just got to keep casting because it's going to happen. It might not happen, but like, it's definitely not going to happen if you stop. Like, you just got to keep going, keep casting, and keep feeling around. I'm kind of debating on if I should leave because I don't know if I don't want to get caught in a thunderstorm out here. It's not raining or anything. It's not super windy, but that doesn't look super promising. All right, guys, we got a little bit closer to the boat ramp, and I was just chilling out right here, fishing a little bit, and I was swimming my jig back and got 8 on the way up, but haven't been able to catch anything since. I've thrown the jerkbait, I've thrown the frit side. I'm gonna make a couple more casts with the jig. But I saw a couple bass like jump out of the water chasing after shad, so I was like, might as well throw a moving bait while I'm over here. But it seems like the problem I've been running into is like, I don't know if I'm not matching the bait fish well enough or what, but I can find them schooling and I can cast into the school perfectly fine. There's so much bait under me that the fish finder doesn't even know how deep it is. It just went up to like 3 something feet. Like I just watched it like climb up. No, that's crazy. There's that much bait underneath me that the fish finder literally like forgot where it was. Hey. Has some nice looking little boat docks in it. Throw a little slobber knocker back in here and see. All right, I'm gonna take off the slobber knocker. We're gonna go find some deeper water to fish the jig in, and then also to fish a worm. Because I feel like if I could pitch like a general into some of those pockets, I'd probably catch a few more fish. I think we're gonna just we're gonna make a full day trip out here. Got out here at 7, it's almost 1 now. We got a good overcast day. What else is there to do? So I think we're gonna hang out here for a minute, see if we can't get on a couple more fish. I really like this dock right here. Might be able to snag one off of it. So get a few skips under here, see. Still trying to establish some sort of pattern, or like just looking for something that'll be consistent. But I mean, so far we have 2 fish on the boat dock pattern, but we'll see. A little bit deeper water. There we go. All right, guys, so we're gonna leave this launch. This launch was less than ideal. I mean, we did catch a 3-pounder, but it took us, all in all, if we got here, shoot, I don't even know what time we got here. Just said we started fishing at 7:30, it's 3:30 now, so I'll let y'all do the math on what is it, 8 hours for 1 fish. But I mean, it was a really healthy fish. It was a 3.74. So I'm thinking it's already 3 o'clock, so I feel like I might as well just kind of rough it out and try for an evening bite. But I'm gonna try to go as far as I can and hopefully fish new water that like I wasn't even able to like see today. This is the Black Warrior River, so it's basically just like a big river. Caught 1 fish deep by boat dock. Really didn't have anything else like it for the rest of the day. A lot of the water's kind of shallow, so I was looking on the fish finder trying to find some deeper water, but a lot of, I guess there's like a power plant or something up here. According to my Garmin, there's a power plant up here and it looked like it had some deeper fishable water, but it said it was like unclassified private access, something like that. So I'm gonna probably just drive 30 minutes, put in at the next closest ramp or next best looking ramp I can find. And then we're going to give it another 3 hours and see if we can't hopefully redeem ourselves today. So stay tuned. Wait, second thought, just thought about this. At the beginning of the video, I said I just wanted to catch 1 fish. That was the goal. And I mean, I accomplished that goal. So now I'm gonna set a new goal. I wanna catch 4 more fish. And it'd be nice if they were all 3-pounder.
This episode is brought to you by Ulta Beauty.
All right, so we found our second launch. It was about 30 minutes away, just like I wanted it to be. There was one that was only maybe a mile away, but it took 30 minutes to get there. And then this one is, it's not a fully new section of river, but I wanted to fish this before I took out of the last spot. And this is actually like right where I wanted to go. So works perfect. All right, guys, I'm looking at the graph. I really don't know what I should be doing or where I should be, but the only thing I can do is make casts and open prey. I'm not really seeing too much bait or anything over here, so. But hopefully we'll find it eventually. I think I'm gonna tie on a dime. I'll take the front side off, tie on a dime, something that's gonna dive a little bit deeper than this. This is 2 to 5 foot, but dime will be minimum 10 foot, so. Hello.
Say, I like that video. I like the From Harvest series.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, we did that. We did that in March, April, and then just finished it maybe 2 weeks ago. You know, it's important in life context. I'm gonna give you all a little bit of context. This video is a little bit longer than what I like most of my videos to be if there's not a whole bunch of fish catches, but I just want to tell y'all where my mind's at. As far as why I spent so much time on this lake. So next year I plan on fishing a lot more kayak tournaments. We have like 3 or 4 local groups of kayak tournament trails that probably have 5 to 7 events every year throughout the year. I plan on fishing as many of those as I can. So traveling throughout the state, fishing all of our lakes and river systems in the state. 3, 4 groups that I know of, and nothing will be more than a 4-hour drive. So I plan on like practicing, taking it kind of serious, you know, trying to learn these bodies of water. So my reason for staying out so long today is really that, just getting comfortable on bigger bodies of water, being able to read like river systems. We have all types of different bodies of water in Alabama, so might as well take advantage of it. I know different times of year the fishing will be different, but just kind of the way I learn is really just with time. Like I might not pick up on things my first time, second time, but just being out there, looking around, seeing, figuring out what to key in on and like what the fish want. And fishing is something I'm passionate about, so it's really nothing for me to go spend 10 hours out on the water. What else would I rather be doing? Probably nothing else. I'd rather be out on the water. So I've actually spent in the past 3 times out on this lake, I've spent 20 hours out there, including this day. So the next 2 videos, I'm not sure if it'll be 1 or 2 yet, but this is part 1. There will be like a part 2, maybe a part 3. And then next week after the tournament this weekend, I'm gonna go back out and hopefully put everything together and hopefully finally accomplish my second goal of this video of catching 5 fish. So we got the first one today, a 3-pounder, which that really helped me to, you know, kind of like, okay, I need to be fishing docks. But you'll see in the second video and third video, I do a little bit more research. I have my Active Captain app on the iPad, and I'm like looking at maps every night before I go to sleep. I'm figuring out where I actually need to be fishing at for the next day, and like what sections of river can I eliminate based on what I've already fished. So I'm trying to take a new perspective. Instead of just going out, making casts, figuring out when I get out there, I'm actually trying to like do a little bit of study. And you know, when I get to these bigger tournaments or when I get to like actual tournaments, I can go out, already kind of have some areas in mind, switch launches if I need to, and be able just to go out and fish as smoothly and efficiently as I can, so I can actually catch fish to do well in the tournaments. Not only do I plan on fishing our little local trails this year, I also plan on fishing the Bass Kayak Opens, which I'm not gonna lie, those are probably going to kill my confidence from where I'm at right now. But I mean, I have nothing but time. And I fish every day, so I'm like, why not? It'll be a cool opportunity to travel. There's tournaments in Louisiana, Pennsylvania. There's one on Guntersville, which I've only been to 1 time, but I'm an hour. My closest boat ramp to Guntersville is an hour and a half, so I'll probably start spending some time there. I'll pop up the schedule, but I'm gonna attempt to do all 5 of these. We're gonna hopefully have us a little group that we travel with. I've talked to a couple guys and they said they're down to travel. So 2024, the plan really is kayak tournaments. And I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. So right now I feel like it's the perfect time to start working on learning how to fish these bigger bodies of water, and like when you get out there, what should you look for, how to maneuver the big bodies of water, because it's something I never did. I never grew up on big lakes and river systems. I was always a pond guy. So this is something completely new. Bear with me. Give me a year and a half. Give me through 2024 before you start hating on me and criticizing me, because I'm probably going to make some stupid mistakes. I'm trying to learn my electronics. I have a decent grasp on that. I understand fishing, but I have all my mechanics down. I know how to throw all the baits. Now it's just when and where to throw them. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to show y'all the rods that I felt like were important in today's video. We've done a little bit of fishing since, so the same baits aren't tied on, but I can still, I can tell y'all what we did with them. Also, all the gear that we used today in the video will be linked down below in the description. I slacked off of linking all the gear because I had some issues with my links, but figured out we're good now, and I'm gonna start linking all of the gear and whatever that we use in the bottom of the description. So start off, this was the combo that we threw the frog on. We didn't catch anything on it, but I switched the frog out between this combo and I have a Revo Rocket, which is a 10-1-1, which kind of works a little bit better because I can get the frog back in and out a lot quicker. But this is a Revo SX. It's a 7:3-to-1 gear ratio reel. I really like this reel. 50-pound Berkeley X5 Veritas PLX 7.3 frogging rod. So this is a pretty cool combo. I really like it. This little setup right here would be perfect for like fishing a pond. You have a pond with like some grass on it. You want to go out early in the morning and throw a frog. I can just see this thing covered green, and you just got frog juice all over it. And this is the jerkbait combo. This is the Abu Garcia STX reel in the 8-1-to-1 with the Silva Dalla Stunna 112 and the Abu Garcia winch rod 610 medium. We had a black and blue jig with a Maxent chicker crawl. Once I switched my chicker crawl out, I got that big bite, so I think I had that new freshly activated Maxent. This is the Revo SX reel, 6-7-to-1 gear ratio reel in that new Revo line of reels, which is, I love it. I don't think there's a bad reel in the new Revo line. Veritas PLX rod, 7-foot medium heavy rod, just good general purpose. These are probably the best rod that you can get for under $100. I think they're like right at 100 at Bass Pro. You can probably catch one slipping on sale at Academy for 79 maybe if you get lucky. But yeah, if I had to say one rod to get to fish anything with that like isn't that entry-level rod, it's like, okay, I'm kind of starting to learn bass fishing, I'm starting to enjoy it, or something to even ask for Christmas, it's definitely the 7-foot medium heavy Veritas PLX. Like this rod right here is probably 3 or 4 years old, and you can look at the guides and tell like those guys aren't dirty. That's just like from being out in the sun. Like they're like tan. All right, and last but not least, this is the Abu Garcia Revo winch rod, set 7-foot medium heavy. This is like for crankbaits. I really like this thing. This is a perfect crankbait rod, and crankbaits are something I like to throw. And we also have a really good reel for crankbaits. This is the Abu Garcia Revo winch reel, 5-4-to-1 gear ratio. So slower gear ratio helps me to slow down, because when I get out there, I've said this many times before, every time I talk about this combo I say it, but I start cranking, I'm just like, and this one slows the bait down a little bit. And now that I have the reel, for some reason, I feel like I even fish a little bit slower. I haven't had the amazing day that I'm hoping to have on this reel, but hopefully in this tournament on Saturday, we'll be able to catch a whole bunch of fish on these little crankbait combos that I have. So this is the Berkeley Money Badger. I like these crankbaits because they're a smaller profile. I just feel like there's something different. I feel like it's just kind of something different, and then they dive deep. So this one is a Money Badger 5, and it dives 10 feet. So like if you just kind of look at that, like that's a lot smaller than like what you would think a 10-foot diving crankbait is. And I feel like that just kind of helps you. I find like with the Money Badgers, it's either like they really want it or they're like, get that out of here. So with that being said, guys, that's gonna put an end to day number 1 at Bankhead, the Black Warrior River. We have spent 2 more days out there. I don't want to give away too much, but we're slowly starting to put together a little bit of a pattern, switching up baits. We did a whole bunch of YouTube study, and then just active captain study. I probably have about 3 hours on my map, just scrolling in, looking at docks, looking at just different areas on the lake. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Something different. I don't want to say the channel might take kind of a new direction because we're still going to do pond stuff. I know not everybody has a kayak, not everybody has access, but I think definitely for 2024 you're going to see a whole lot more kayak tournament videos, and I know you guys like to see competition. So I've been talking for almost 10 minutes. It's time for me to shut up, but I just wanted to give you a little update on where the channel's going, where my brain's at, and what I want to happen in the future. So also I want to document it too, so when I win my first big tournament, I'm like, man, I remember when I was like, you know, trying to put in some work and effort to actually learn these bigger bodies of water. So that being said, I'm gonna shut up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to fish them hard and have a good day. Peace.
Chasing a bag, I'm racing the clock. Look at them block, watching them flop. Used to see this in my sleep when I ain't had shit but my thoughts in the car. I really was lost. Now I'm public with the soundscapes.